Why is it that the world so often misses the mark when it comes to truly understanding a country and its people? Let's talk about the Philippines, a nation that, despite its vibrant culture and incredible resilience, is often reduced to tired stereotypes. To guide us in this exploration, we turn to Kishore Mahbubani, a respected diplomat and global thinker. He offers a fresh perspective on why the Philippines is one of Asia's most misunderstood nations and how the world might be getting it all wrong. Kishore's credentials are nothing short of impressive. As a Singaporean diplomat, he served as Singapore's permanent representative to the United Nations, not once, but twice, from 1984 to 1989, and again from 1998 to 2004. During his time at the UN, he even chaired the UN Security Council from 2001 to 2004, 2002. After his diplomatic career, Kishore transitioned into academia, becoming a senior advisor at the National University of Singapore. He spent time studying at places like Harvard's Ash Center, served as the dean of the Lee Kuan Yew School of Public Policy for over a decade, and now holds the title of Distinguished Fellow at the Asia Research Institute. Oh, and he's also a member of the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. Safe to say, when Kishore speaks, the world listens. So, what does Kishore say the world gets wrong about the Philippines? For starters, he argues that global perceptions are heavily skewed by the constant portrayal of the country's challenges. Political instability, poverty, and natural disasters dominate the narrative. Turn on international news and you're likely to hear about typhoons, earthquakes, or some political drama. These issues, while real, paint a one-dimensional picture of the Philippines. But here's where Kishore flips the script. He believes this narrow focus completely misses the bigger story: the strength, resilience, and ingenuity of the Filipino people. Despite facing some of the harshest natural and economic challenges, Filipinos don't just survive, they thrive. When typhoons tear through villages or earthquakes shake communities, the response isn't despair. Instead, it's resilience. Neighbors band together, rebuild, and keep moving forward, even with limited resources. And it's not just about bouncing back, it's about finding ways to flourish. Kishore highlights how Filipinos possess an unshakable optimism and creativity. They turn challenges into opportunities, often innovating in ways that defy expectations. Poverty and poor infrastructure. While these are undeniable hurdles, Filipinos manage to carve out paths to better lives, driven by sheer determination and ingenuity. So, why should the world care? Because there's a lesson here for all of us. Kishore's insights remind us that resilience and optimism are powerful tools, ones that can overcome even the toughest odds. The Philippines isn't just a country of struggles, it's a country of hope, creativity, and untapped potential. Let's take a journey to uncover the untold story of the Filipino spirit, a story of grit, resilience, and an uncanny ability to thrive where others might falter. The secret? It's a blend of entrepreneurship, innovation, and unwavering ties to family and community. These values have enabled Filipinos to not just survive but flourish in the face of adversity. What sets Filipinos apart is their incredible adaptability. Whether it's navigating global job trends or adjusting to economic challenges, the Filipino people display a level of flexibility that many nations envy. And one shining example of this is the success of the Filipino Diaspora. Across the globe, Filipinos have become indispensable in industries like healthcare, domestic work, and education, fields where they not only persevere under tough conditions, but excel. Yet, as Kishore Mahbubani points out, these remarkable qualities of strength and resilience often go unnoticed by the world. The narrative about the Philippines tends to focus on political instability, poverty, or natural disasters, issues that, while real, don't paint the full picture. The Philippines is so much more than its struggles. Its people have proven time and again that hardship doesn't define them, it strengthens them. Faced with typhoons, earthquakes, or economic downturns, Filipinos come together, rebuild, and bounce back stronger. And it's not just about getting by. They thrive with creativity, optimism, and an ability to make the best of even the most limited resources. But here's the question: why does the world fail to see the depth of Filipino culture and its people? Kishore believes it's because the global perspective often reduces the Philippines to stereotypes. Its stunning beaches, lively festivals, or political problems. While these may be part of the country's story, they overshadow its diversity and rich cultural heritage. The Philippines' history is a fascinating mosaic shaped by indigenous traditions, 300 years of Spanish rule, and influences from China, the United States, and Japan. This blend has created a culture that is both unique and adaptable. However, colonialism often overshadowed the rich native heritage, which includes a multitude of languages, rituals, and traditions that embody the country's diversity. And let's talk about Filipino food. It's a treasure trove of flavors, blending Spanish, Chinese, and native influences. Yet it remains underappreciated globally, much like Filipino music and literature, which offer profound insights into the nation's history and values, but rarely get the spotlight they deserve. At its heart, Filipino culture is about family and community. These bonds are the backbone of the Filipino way of life, emphasizing respect for elders, unwavering hospitality, and a collective resilience. These values might not be flashy enough for global headlines, but they are the glue that holds the nation together in times of crisis. Religion is another layer of complexity. While predominantly Catholic, the Philippines is home to a diverse spiritual landscape, with Christian denominations, indigenous beliefs, and other religions shaping its vibrant religious life. Kishore argues that this openness to various spiritual influences is a testament to the country's adaptability and should be better understood and celebrated. Finally, let's not overlook the Philippines' growing influence on the global stage. It's a vital player in Southeast Asia, boasting a dynamic and expanding economy, a strategic geographical location, and a commitment to regional stability and development. In Kishore's eyes, the world underestimates the Philippines. It's not just a country of challenges, it's a nation of triumphs. Its people's ability to adapt, thrive, and contribute globally makes the Philippines an indispensable part of the international community. So, the next time you think of the Philippines, think beyond the stereotypes and appreciate the depth, resilience, and potential of this remarkable nation. While it may not have the size or global clout of giants like China or Japan, the Philippines has been quietly carving out its space as one of Asia's fastest-growing economies. Its growth is fueled by a combination of thriving industries like business process outsourcing, BPO, agriculture, manufacturing, and the invaluable remittances sent back by Filipinos working abroad. Add to that a rising middle class, an expanding workforce, and increasing foreign investments, and you've got a recipe for a country steadily climbing the economic ladder. Kishore Mahbubani emphasizes that despite its achievements, the Philippines often gets overlooked in global economic discussions. But here's the kicker: it shouldn't be. With its economy gaining momentum and its strategic location in Southeast Asia, the Philippines is more than just a country to watch. It's a key player in the region. Think about this. The Philippines sits at a crossroads, strategically positioned between major powers like China and the US. It controls essential maritime routes in the South China Sea, a vital artery for global trade. This gives the Philippines an outsized role in ensuring regional security and fostering free trade. It's like being the gatekeeper for one of the most important trading hubs in the world. And while it's smaller than other regional powers, its location gives it the unique ability to act as a stabilizing force in global politics. But there's more. As a founding member of ASEAN, the Philippines is deeply involved in promoting peace, economic cooperation, and development across Southeast Asia. Whether it's addressing territorial disputes, tackling poverty, or advocating for human rights, the Philippines has consistently stepped up to help maintain stability in the region. It's also a critical link between Western nations and Southeast Asia, bridging gaps in trade, security, and cultural exchange. Despite these contributions, Kishore points out a frustrating reality. The Philippines often gets overshadowed by its larger neighbors like China, India, and Japan. The global spotlight rarely lands on the Philippines, leaving its growing influence and impact underappreciated. Kishore argues this underestimation isn't just unfair, it's a missed opportunity for the world to recognize the Philippines' role in shaping regional progress and stability. And let's not forget the human factor, the Filipino Diaspora. Millions of Filipinos work across the globe, particularly in fields like healthcare, education, caregiving, and domestic works. In fact, Filipino nurses, teachers, and laborers have become the backbone of many economies worldwide, making their mark through hard work, compassion, and dedication. Kishore paints a vivid picture of the sacrifices and resilience of Filipinos abroad, highlighting how they don't just fill critical labor gaps, but also act as bridges between the Philippines and the rest of the world. Yet, despite their invaluable contributions, their struggles often go unnoticed. Imagine leaving everything you know, your family, your culture, your home, to work long hours in unfamiliar lands. That's the reality for many Filipinos who seek better opportunities abroad. They endure grueling work schedules and tough conditions, sending their hard-earned money back to support their loved ones. But it's not just physical exhaustion they face. The emotional strain of being separated from their families and the challenge of adapting to new cultures take a heavy toll. Kishore emphasizes that these sacrifices deserve more recognition. The global community often overlooks the profound impact Filipinos abroad have, not only on their host countries, where they fill vital roles, but also on the Philippines, where their remittances fuel the economy and sustain millions of households. Their stories are a testament to perseverance, love for family, and an unyielding drive for a better future. Shifting gears, Kishore delves into another often misunderstood aspect of the Philippines: its politics. From an outsider's perspective, it's easy to focus on the negatives: corruption, scandals, or polarizing leaders. These stereotypes, however, tell only part of the story and fail to capture the resilience and progress within the country's democratic system. Yes, the Philippines has faced challenges like corruption and political instability, but Kishore points out that these issues don't define the nation's political identity. Since the fall of the Marcos dictatorship in 1986, the Philippines has undergone significant democratic reforms. It's a country where people have repeatedly demonstrated their commitment to democracy through peaceful protests, voter turnout, and grassroots activism. Filipinos don't sit on the sidelines. They are actively shaping their nation's future, from vibrant civil society movements to NGOs tackling issues like human rights, education, and climate change. These efforts highlight a side of Filipino politics that is often ignored in favor of sensational headlines. Kishore argues that by focusing only on the negatives, the world misses the bigger picture: a nation striving for progress, reform, and social justice. Filipino politics isn't just about the controversies. It's about the millions of everyday citizens working toward a better future. At its core, the story of the Philippines, both at home and abroad, is one of resilience, hope, and a tireless pursuit of a brighter tomorrow. It's a narrative that deserves to be told in full, with all its struggles, triumphs, and unwavering spirit.